Prescription painkillers. While the link between prescription painkillers and homelessness and addiction statistics is complex, some of the evidence points to a connection. The misuse of prescription opioids has led to increased use of heroin. People who abuse prescription painkillers are 19 times more likely to start using heroin. Heroin is also cheaper, more readily available, and generally injected. Taking heroin poses additional health risks, including the increased risk of HIV and hepatitis C infections, as well as the potential for accidental overdose. According to the National Survey of Drug Use and Health, the highest percentage of people with addiction to opioid painkillers were in housing programs or were homeless. However, the study also found a connection between addiction to prescription painkillers and homelessness. While many factors may be responsible for this association, there are a number of possible explanations for this finding. One possible explanation is that there is no specific opioid treatment, or there are so many different types of painkillers that the toxicology screens don't catch them all. In addition, some patients are reluctant to disclose their drug use. According to the Partnership for Drug-Free Kids, prescription painkiller misuse is the most common drug causing homelessness. Moreover, opioids were involved in more hospitalizations among those experiencing homelessness compared to those who had housing. In addition, people with homelessness were more likely to be hospitalized for substance-related poisoning than those in housing. Drug-related deaths and homelessness are closely related to prescription painkillers. Heroin. The relationship between homelessness and heroin addiction statistics is complicated. In both cases, substance abusers are often in need of treatment for medical conditions and basic necessities. Because addiction eats up a person's income, they find it difficult to find another place to live. Once their current living arrangements are destroyed, they often face the prospect of homelessness. Without access to treatment and the means to pay their bills, they may even become homeless themselves. As a result, drug abuse and homelessness are often related. In a recent survey conducted by Elijah's Promise, almost half of respondents said they personally knew someone who was using heroin or opiates. They called heroin use a problem and wished they could stop. Of those who were substance abusers, a majority said they would turn to Elijah's Promise for help. This study highlights the growing link between homelessness and heroin addiction. While substance use rates are higher among homeless people than those of other groups, substance use does not always indicate addiction or a dangerous lifestyle. People who are homeless and addicted to substances are more likely to experience housing instability than other groups. These conditions make it difficult for these individuals to receive treatment, access adequate housing, and access recovery services. In addition, drug users are more likely to use drugs than other people without addiction issues. However, there are still many barriers that make treatment difficult for these individuals.